You're a yummy donut. I'm catching you as my friend. We've got some juicy updates for you today, friends. Bitcoin is still cranking away and pumping, and we're sitting at around $99,000. It's gonna crack 100. It's pretty much $100,000. It's kind of funny, friends. Also, remember from our juicy news, Jimmy Cramer is actually bullish Bitcoin, which is 100% true. So I know it feels like it's the end, but man, friends, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Bitcoin dominance is top right now. This is it. Jim Cramer, friends, from my clip, he literally said, Bitcoin's the winner. You got to own Bitcoin. Friends, it's a signal, man. It's a signal. I had an epiphany as well. I really believe we're going to have an easy cycle. And what do I mean by that? The bears have no chance against us. I think the signals will be clear. We just have to hold. And friends, please, you got to remember this, okay? 4-year cycle, 4-year halvening. Listen, the most common theme of the 4-year cycle is hold everything until the last quarter of the year after the Bitcoin halvening, okay? That would be October, November, December of 2025. Now, I don't know, man. I don't know. It can change at any time. I don't know. And yes, we do enjoy our lollipops, but I'm just telling you, if you want to know what the 4-year cycle mean, it means the big year is 2025. And if you sold in the Bitcoin halvening, you obviously get wrecked. And pretty much you got to play it for that. Now, also something to think about. NFTs were the new altcoins of last cycle, okay? And they ran at the end of 2021 as well, okay? We had NFT Mania, Bored Apes re-break the high. So there is a chance that meme coins are the NFTs of this cycle, meme coin super cycle. So as we moggle the non-believers, we might find that NFTs have the second wave at the end of next year, okay? We might find something like that. Now, friends, I'm going to show you this chart. I'll play some pump music for you. It's going to be a nice chart. PulseChain is not the chart I'm going to show you. It's actually going to be others. So this is others, friends. This is posted from Raoul Pal. You see that big triangle? Others, friends. Remember, others is about 300 billion market cap. That is, remember, the altcoins outside of the top 10. It is pure risk. Also, Mr. Elusive Bird asked, what is the measured move? What's the target? Well, my friendly friend, Elusive Bird, I have, this is my chart here. This is others, right? And I've drawn a fib from the top to the bottom. The measured move of the fib, not just a triangle, it gives you about, this is the 4.236 extension. So this is obviously the biggest. Can it stop earlier? It can. And then we're going to have to deal with the mess later on. So that's awesome to see that triangle, like it's such a fantastic triangle, friends. Altcoin season is loading. Alt season is loading. The others index ready to go. Beautiful. Now, I want to show you something. Retail's here, friends. Retail's here. Look at this. Look at this astrologer girl, okay? Look at it. She goes, all these crypto guys in my DMs these past 5 years. So she's joking that the crypto guys are saying, you don't actually think astrology is real. The planets don't do anything. Like, she's mocking all the guys saying astrology is not real. By the way, astrology is real, friends. A lot of spooky stuff. By the way, you're in crypto. We know the moon cycles work. We know. We're in the bear market. Every time that full moon was out, I start getting jitters and we'll start to dump down. Okay. Look at the next thing. She flashes her portfolio. It's so cute, bro. She's up $4,800. Also, look at the coins she bought. Gemini, Cancer, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Just showing you, like, by the way, this is the new generation. Profit, revenue sharing, DeFi, zero knowledge, snarks. Habib. Aquarius? She's an Aquarius? Let's get some Aquarius. You're a Cancer? Get some Cancer. You know what I mean? You're buying your star sign. So that's what's going to happen, man. Remember, friends, this was in 2021. People just came in for dog coins. And by the way, yeah, shout out to Mr. Chubb. Mr. Chubb, she will outperform the veterans. Oh, yeah. These astrology girls should have bought pDAI. Yes. Mr. Market Force, dear Lord. Of course, yeah, friend. That's exactly it. Speaking of pDAI as well, one of the most mystery Richard Hart coins. I know it sounds crazy, friends, but it's almost at 1 cent. It's almost at 1 cent. And I've got the line here. It's 117x away to $1. Maybe it doesn't get there. Maybe it does. But at 1 cent, friends, like, now we're all gonna, like, the real jokes start. We're like, hey, it's an arbitrage trade. I know, don't take it seriously. They're memes, man. Everything's a meme, friends. But that's speculation. We just use the word meme and speculation the same. Friends, by the way, imagine you go back to 2011. You get to buy Bitcoin at $1. Okay. Now it's up $100 2 years later. Imagine you sold it. And then you had to tell everybody, hey, I'm up 100x. You know what I mean? It can't go any higher. That's what a lot of people will be going through in the experience of crypto. Like, why can't it go more than 100x higher? But that was how insane the speculation was back then. But guess what? You were wrong. Hey, I made 100 times my money, and that was a wrong thing to do. You got to buy and believe. Also, friends, this is Richard Hart. Okay, awesome. Got to remind you of something, friends. The impatient pay the patient. So, you know, friends, Michael Saylor, his Bitcoin shilling, pew, 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 laser eyes, they will actually cause more bids to flow into PulseChain. So, Michael Saylor is doing the infinite money glitch. He's made a debt security, a debt thing that all these institutions are now legally allowed to buy. They get the debt, it can convert into stock, and he's using the debt to just go buy Bitcoin. Okay, he's got the Hyperloop, yes? Now, MicroStrategy has done a big, amazing chart like that, absolutely huge. And friends, I want you to know, speculate. Rumor, almost kind of rumor. Shh. Richard Hart, friends, he's got like more than 30,000 BTC. Okay, and when PulseChain launched, someone, probably him, probably a Greg the Duck, they moved around, I think it was 8,000 BTC into the chain, like wrapped Bitcoin. That's worth $99,000 today. So if you do 8,000 of that, that's $800 million. So imagine, that's what I'm saying, when Michael Saylor, friends, as he's shilling Bitcoin, he's shilling the industry, he's shilling Richard Hart's bags, who might do some fancy rotations later. And by the way, that's not PulseChain sacrifice fun. You know, I even showed as well, friends, like if I had, let's say I had 20,000 BTC. Okay, if I had 20,000 BTC and I still wasn't rotated in now, let's say I had 20,000 BTC, I would, no questions asked, I would rotate 10,000 BTC here. I'd get out like here. So you'd make literally a 2.4x on your BTC. So basically, you can use 10,000 BTC. You'll actually get back 24,000 BTC. Keep half for yourself. Blow the rest into the liquidity pool for both. That's personally what I'll do, because you make your profit and you go do that. But yeah, Richard Hart doesn't have to do it. We've already got the PulseChain sacrifice fund. But if he did that, what I just did, just 10,000 of that BTC. You got to remember, if Bitcoin is like $180,000 by that point, you have a $1.2 billion rotation. I mean, friends, I'm not even going to say it, man. You already know it, okay? HEX is a better Bitcoin, okay? HEX is a better Bitcoin. Why? Because the candles are going to go up more. PulseChain, the strongest neo religion in crypto. PulseX, better than Unisoy, hyper buy and burn, everything that Uniswap was meant to be. Nice ringing to it as well. We're going to see some crazy stuff. Also, friends, did you know that CrashiusClay is one of the big, like, new upcoming young KOL kids? He was in HEX before. I literally learned this 40 minutes ago. I had no idea. Look at the post on the left. Trust in Richard Hart. He has always acted in the best interest of HEX, and I'm guessing he's doing his part in getting everyone excited right now before he comes back. Job well done, to say the least. Please dump so I can add some more, brother. So I think HEX's price was, as it says, 27 cents now. I don't know if he's quoting from the past or from 3 years ago, but yeah, CrashiusClay, friends. Remember, he is from Brett Token. Remember, Brett, one of the boys club coins. And Crash, he got very popular, friends. He's been on Crypto Banter a few times as well. Because, yeah, he made the thesis of that. He publicly bought 10 grand or 15 grand into Brett, and it went into millions of dollars. So, yeah, remember this, friends. There's been Crash. So, main characters, okay? So, you've had Ansoy, Crash, Morad, all of them meme coiners. Wild, man. You got to think about that, friends. All three are meme coiners, man. All three. So, it's a reflection of all of what's going on here in crypto. It really is. Like, meme coin super cycle seems to be real. Also, we found the funny post, from 2021. People's HEX price predictions, friends. They had HEX. This is the price going exponentially following the curve. So HEX, friends, if you're excited, we're going to be a $7.8 million HEX price in about 6 days. Isn't that fantastic? So obviously, we're just having a joke. This will end up being a top signal. They released this type of thing at the top. So it just goes linear, a straight line into the moon. $30,000 HEX was meant to be here already. So as you can see, just what happens, friends. So as charts go up, people never ever imagine them going down. They just keep drawing the line up, but also on the way down as well. So hopefully the mean reversion comes when we pump. There's also been big news, friends. So Icosa, there's been a big Icosa update from Alex, been updating everyone. But firstly, the real update was you had a green 29% move in Icosa, and then it's starting to move up as well. So Icosa, friends, is, remember, it's Slingshot, Leverage, and Hex. Shout out to my friend Party C as well. Got me dancing out here, Mr. J Push. Green counters, this is awesome. This is Alex Magic Beat as well. That is awesome. So just to show you, okay, further. So he made some update mentions, and I've got his post here. Phase 1, new UI for V1, expanded to handle maxi products with a ton of data tracking to make up for lost apps like Hex version. So maxi products, I'm not sure if that's exactly the Maximus things, or maybe it's Richard Hart core coin stuff. So he says it's a massive expansion. There will be new APIs for others to use and do even crazier things. I'll let it speak for itself when it's out. This is still a few weeks away, hopefully, still ironing out bugs. And as we know, fix one thing, you find two more. V2 testnet after that. He'll also make it a downloadable app, just like Richard Hart as well. So from backstory, friends, remember, Icosa is the only coin in crypto that Richard Hart, or whoever controls the origin address, actually publicly likes and demonstrates on chain. Okay, so it bonded Hex to the Icosa price. So why? It's because it fulfilled all of Richard Hart's requirements. The founder didn't really enrich himself. He didn't enrich himself. It was fair launch for everyone out here. And it added to Hex. It's an expansion back to it. So what it lets you do, friends, when you stake Hex, you do it through the Hedron website, and then you can get a bond, an NFT of it. So if you're doing a long-term stake, I mean, you have to do this. It makes no sense, because if somebody sees your seed phrase in 3 years, you can't move your Hex stake off your address. It's at risk. But if you hadn't done through Icosa, I mean, it sits there just like everything else normal. There's no disadvantages to it. It's just advantages doing it. It runs 100% fine. Then you could get to move your stake to another wallet if you need to. And also, it lets you trade the stakes. So you can trade your stakes out for long-term and access liquidity. But yeah, that's a big feature out here. But you don't really want to be relying on that, because if you're trading it, usually it means someone else has to capitulate and you're buying it off them, which is obviously great out here. But yeah, it's slowed down heaps. Why? Because the Hex price has gone down. So you're playing for a recovery. So Mr. Alex Magic Beat. So he goes, again, this is not an airdrop. If you want to upgrade, which is you executing code by yourself, you have to perform that action. Same with upgrading stakes. 2, the liquid coins can be migrated for 30 days after launch. Okay, so once it goes live, I'll make some videos and say, hey, we've got to like all move our Icosa to, I guess, his website, and then it spits you out the new version out here, and it's limited time as well. He says Icosa and Hedron stakes can be migrated as well. Also, I think there's a clarification here. So Mr. Crypto Coffee said, I don't think he's doing EHEX staking on PulseChain. I think he was referring to Hedron. So Alex was doing that. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. Maybe he's doing some interpretation of it as well, but it doesn't really matter. Trust me, it doesn't really matter. It's more, friends, it's I know, memes, cults, religions. Trust me, it's not really about the tech. Also, I haven't put this idea to him in the chat. So I thought about, what about if Alex forked the bridges from PulseChain to Ethereum that Richard Hart does, and he used them for Solana and Binance and Coinbase, and then they pay a little fee and they do a buy and burn for Icosa. So friends, honestly, you don't really need all these things. It's the fact that people care. That's the actual real asset here. You don't need all these things to come up. Like, look at Bitcoin. Okay, are you using Bitcoin to buy a cup of coffee? No, it's 2 trillion asset class. Okay, you see what I mean? Like, if you're buying Bitcoin at $1, like, oh, maybe one day it'll be money. Yeah, maybe one day it'll be money. It doesn't matter, bro. It's it up 200,000x from that 50-cent mark. You see what I mean? So that's the most important part, just being part of the meme cult religion archetype, which is obviously believing in something. So friends, there's been some exciting moves as well, because in XRP is at $1.50. It's actually beautiful to see this is up. It's up 3x, man. They deserve it, friends. They really deserve it. I made so many videos reminding everyone, man, oh, we need XRP to go up. We need it. Like, if XRP can go up, it'll show everybody that anything is possible. But really, friends, if you want to see the real charts, man, the real chart of XRP, this is the real chart, okay? This is it. Let's put on a monthly chart. That is XRP coming back now. Like, it's got to at least get back to here, bro. Please, can you get back to here, have a spike up, then you're just going to do that same thing again. Remember, that's the XRP BTC chart showing you the value. It's still down from 2013, just to show you how tough it is to freaking gain on Bitcoin, as even Ethereum holders know. But it all comes down to mindshare, doesn't it, friends? Look at this, spotted at the gym. Someone from the Poker Center. Look at this, someone with a Squirtle on the back of his jumper out there. Shout out to you, my friend, doing some cardio, getting your body fat down. That's awesome. So mindshare, friends, Pokemon coins on PulseChain. And the ecosystem has been vibrant. It's been bright. It's actually funny. Oh, crap. Wow. Pika's up again? How did that happen? My gosh. So this is the Pika chart, friends. Remember, there's a fake market cap. It's meant to divide by 10. Just Dex screener sourcing from the wrong thing. They're burned. 90% of the coins are burned. It says, I want you to see this chart pattern up here. Now, why I'm doing that? Because I'm helping you out. 2022 and all of 3 and half of 4. So 2.5 years, I've been telling you, man, you buy in the depression. Buy in the depression. You understand? Okay, now you get it. Okay. However, we're entering like the final 1 year of the bull market. Where's the depression here? See, not every coin gets a depression. You know, there are things, friends, for example, like Landwolf, which, you know, have a unique case because they just get slaughtered by vampire attacks. And we've just had a spaces and stuff. Everything's still looking great. You see how it's rounding up here? It's rounding up. But you still have, what was this? Okay, it's down 85% from the top. But you don't know you're going to get that. You don't know, okay? That's why you just literally have to buy and believe. But when you come to, for example, like Pika, you see, I'm not saying this thing just goes up from here. I don't know, okay? But I'm just showing you that you don't get much of huge corrections. It just does this. It's kind of like gliding friendship, okay? You can't predict this perfectly, and everyone, we always want that glidey up part chart, but I'm just showing you, you know, what to expect in this bull market if you're looking for these things, because, like, okay, you don't get the deep depression prices, but you get compensated. Why? You don't have to wait long. Like, it's the final year, or everybody's coming in, right? It's what everybody's playing for. And why did you make it, friends? Because you stayed in the arena. So I've read this multiple times, friends. The man in their arena, okay? So remember, it's not the critic who counts. It doesn't matter about the strong man who stumbles. It doesn't matter, okay? The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena. Maybe it's man, woman, child, squirrel, purple duck. Okay, so if you're in the arena, okay, it talks about the person, the human, who comes short again and again. Okay, remember, it's theoretical short, not a real short. Okay, so, and they says there's no effort without error. You see, you take blow after blow, but you keep getting back up. You say, my gosh, I've run out of Pokeballs. I've got to go back to the Pokemon item store. I've got to go back to the store, buy another Pokeball so I can go out and catch more Pokemon. I'm sick of looking at these Rattatas. Give me some other Pokemon to catch. That's exactly your attitude. That's why you're going to make it, okay? So when you fail forward. That's actually how we get here to where we are now. But this is the beautiful part now. Now, people are watching us from the sidelines, and they see you emerging out of the murky waters, okay? They see you, friends, coming out, rising, okay? And then they're wishing. Yes, they're wishing, and a bit envious as well, that they were like that, you know? Because it looks so great, but you know it wasn't that great for the past 2.5, 3 years. You feel like you want to freaking literally, you wished, hey, I wish it wasn't a toy gun. I wish it was a real gun, okay? From all the pain and misery. But now that strength, it creates an aura, and it becomes infectious. The crowd, eventually, it ends up in a mania. And you even see Mara is following Michael Saylor with the infinite money glitch. They're all like, you know, borrowing to buy Bitcoin. So this thing eventually turns around. But remember what we're doing. We're just celebrating green candles, okay? So everybody's joining in for adoption, you know? That's ultimately why we're going to make it, okay? These things eventually, they do resolve itself. It does. How does it resolve itself? With a big catastrophic blow off. I hope that we come up here and we can get some $250,000 plus BTC chart that we can see. Remember, friends, Crypto Cobie and Richard Hart saying 250K BTC. Important data points, man. Like, and you know, it is important, especially, remember, Cobie's pretty nihilistic. You know what I mean? Like, he's not the happy-go-lucky, super upbeat attitude guy. You know what I mean? He's more like the dry humor, British humor type. And Richard Hart thinks everyone else is retarded. And to be fair, next to him, we are retarded. So, you know what I mean? Like, for them to be optimistic, I'm like, that's important, okay? And remember, look when they're optimistic. They were optimistic. Richard Hart was calling for this like a year ago, okay? We hadn't had all these big things out here, you know? And Cobie talking about, friends, Cobie started saying $1 million Bitcoin. I don't want to say top secret. I don't think top secret. Like, Jim Cramer is bullish on Bitcoin, though. Like, if it all ends here, we know why, okay? Let's hope he's bullish for the inverse of the Bitcoin dominance, okay? Let's hope that. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, all. Catch you soon.